Long before lenses captured light, before shutters blinked, before film remembered faces, there were images, not drawn, not painted, not carved, images that appeared by themselves. This is the story of the photograph taken before the camera ever existed. In the year 1023, in a monastery hidden deep in the mountains of present-day Italy, a monk named Brother Matteo was cataloging ancient manuscripts. He was not a scientist. He was not an inventor. He was simply a keeper of records. One cold morning, as light filtered through stained glass, Matteo opened a sealed chest that had not been touched for generations. Inside was a thin sheet of treated animal skin, smooth, pale, and oddly reflective. At first, it looked blank. Then the light shifted, and Matteo froze. A human face stared back at him. Not painted, not engraved, but perfectly detailed. Eyes, wrinkles, shadows, even emotion. The expression was so lifelike it felt alive. Matteo dropped the sheet. He whispered a prayer, because what he was holding looked exactly like a photograph. But photography would not exist for another 800 years. The monastery elders examined the image. No pigment, no brush strokes, no ink. The image was embedded into the material itself. Even stranger, the face changed slightly depending on the angle of light. In their records, they described it as an image made by light alone. They had no word for photography. They called it lux imprenta, light impressed upon matter. According to a faded manuscript found with the image, the sheet had been placed near a window for many days, treated with strange salts extracted from crushed stones. Light had done the rest. The monks didn't understand what they had discovered, but unknowingly, they had brushed against the foundations of photography centuries too early. Here's where the story becomes even more unsettling. The manuscript claimed the method was not invented by the monks. It was copied from a much older source, one attributed to a forgotten civilization that believed light was a physical force capable of carving memory into the world. Some historians link this to ancient Egyptian priests, others to Greek alchemists, and some, more controversially, to civilizations that existed before recorded history. The text speaks of sun mirrors, reflective chambers, and minerals that remembered faces. If true, photography was not a modern invention. It was rediscovered. As years passed, more images were found. Not many, just a few, always on treated surfaces, always formed by light, always of people no one could identify. No names, no records, no matching descriptions. The faces were haunting. Some smiled faintly. Others looked afraid. One appeared to be mid-speech. But here was the most terrifying detail. The faces did not appear posed. They looked caught in a moment, as if someone or something had captured them without their knowledge. By the late 1100s, church authorities became aware of the images. They were deeply uncomfortable. An image made without the human hand was seen as unnatural. Worse, some believed it bordered on soul capture. A decree was issued. All materials related to lux imprenta were to be sealed away. Some were destroyed, others hidden in archives that remain classified even today. The monastery where Brother Matteo lived was dissolved. The chest vanished, and the knowledge faded into legend. Fast forward to the 19th century. Scientists like Nicephore Niepce and Louis Daguerre began experimenting with light-sensitive chemicals. When Niepce produced the world's first permanent photograph in 1826, he described it as an image formed by light itself. Sound familiar? His method, using bitumen that hardened under sunlight, was eerily similar to the monk's ancient description. Different materials, same principle, light writing memory into matter. The impossible had returned. In the 20th century, researchers studying ancient artifacts found something disturbing. Some old metal plates and stones, stored away from light for centuries, showed faint, face-like impressions when exposed to modern imaging techniques. Not drawings, not stains, but light-reactive patterns. Scientists dismissed them as coincidence. But a few quietly asked a dangerous question. What if early civilizations understood light far better than we assume? What if photography isn't about invention, But remembrance? If images could be made before cameras, who was taking them? Was it accidental chemistry, a lost science, or something else entirely? And if light can record us without lenses, what else might it be remembering? The photograph taken before the camera reminds us of something unsettling. Human history is not a straight line of progress. It is a cycle of forgetting and rediscovery. Some knowledge rises too early. Some truths arrive before their time. And some images were never meant to be seen. Pause. This is Laosana Vault, and not all memories need a camera to survive. Thank you for watching. Please follow Laosana Vault on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube for more interesting stories.